Y'all want to see a dead body? Top of the top. What up? What up? What up? What up, Alan? What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? We moving different today. Y'all should already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? It's another Friday. Get your mind right. We're about to take off. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to let the people pull up real quick. AP Wiz, what up? Episode 87. And you know it's getting crazy out here. The bros in the building, the fam is pulling up early. John Shaft, what up? We about to get it going out here, you heard? Y'all know what time it is, man. Hopefully everybody had a good night. Hopefully you're going to have a good morning. And it's Friday, so you just need to chill out today. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy and kill that stress. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. Kill that stress. Because we about to get it started today. You heard? We about to get into it. And without further ado, it's the For No Fame Live. Prime time. Episode 87. And we about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? When y'all pull up, you catch it late, you rewind. You dig? But we about to get it started because I got my family up in here already. The Jason Johnson Show. What up, bro? We got some things to talk about as we normally do around this town. You know what I'm saying? The early bird get the worm. Vlad Wright, what up? Yo, we got to speak about this grimy, this filthy, wicked pastor. Y'all already know in a pandemic, people doing any and everything. We already know that. But now, right, we got pastors and preachers dealing with foul behavior. I know a lot of y'all saw the other day when that pastor was putting spit on that man's forehead. I guess he allegedly was acting like he was blessing him, but when I saw the story, it was so disgusting, I ain't even want to look into the story. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. But my point is, we got 2 reports on pastors dealing with suspect behavior in 1 week. And that pastor that did that put his spit on that man's forehead, he apologized because he knew it was foul. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he did was very, very foul. So check this out, right? We got a Georgia pastor who was arrested on charges of false imprisonment after police discovered he had 8 people, all of them either mentally or physically disabled, locked up in the basement of his home. The pastor, Curtis Bankston, and his 54-year-old wife, Sophie, are accused of operating an unlicensed group home or personal care facility under the guise of a church. You got to peep what's going on. I'm going to break it down, but you got to peep what's going on. This pastor basically was holding people hostage in his crib for money. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he was a group home or a personal care facility under the guise of the church. Known, and this is the name of the program. The name of the program was called One Step of Faith, Second Chance Change. Authorities found out about the imprisoned group after one resident had a seizure. Police came to the house to see a deadbolt on the basement door. And this is where they kept the individuals. As a result, the paramedics had to go through the window to find 8 people with no way out of the basement. The pastor, you know what I'm saying, he controlled their finances, their public benefits, and he controlled their medication. So what we got right here is a pastor who was living off of people. Basically, he had people hostage in his basement. He was keeping slaves. But the only thing is, It's the 2022 version where he had people that was disabled, mentally disabled, physically disabled, basically people that couldn't speak up for themselves, people that didn't know no better. And this pastor and his wife had 8 people in his basement held hostage with a deadbolt on the door so they couldn't get out and they couldn't escape. He had them in the basement like prisoners. And he had it all disguised like he was some type of group home, or he was some type of facility, a personal care facility, trying to portray the role like he's trying to take care of these people. And it was under a church program called One Step of Faith, Second Change. Now, who's going to have faith in a preacher or a pastor like this? We see this man is doing the works of you know who. He's a wicked man. Now, you got to also peep this out too. He had 8 people in his basement, which means he was getting checks for 8 people, disability checks for 8 people. That means he was getting food stamps for 8 people. And y'all know how they've been loading up them food stamp cards with extra money. So he had a couple thousand in food stamps. He had about 7,000 in disability money. And he was getting that every month because he kept them in his basement on lockdown. And guess what? The only thing that got him caught was one of these individuals had a seizure. One of the individuals had a seizure and blew up the whole scam. You know what I'm saying? And that's how this pastor got caught. Because him and his wife was getting money for a long time off of 8 individuals trapped in his basement like modern day slaves. This also falls under kidnapping and trafficking, because I'm pretty sure he had them against their will, taking them from point A to point B. Good morning. I see you, Rondell. First Class Empire. Lampersky, what up, bro? We got to look into this. This pastor and his wife, they was running a criminal organization. Now, I'm going to be real. I first heard about this type of behavior, you know what I'm saying, like in Philly. It was reports a couple years ago on how this particular couple in Philadelphia, they had a woman chained in the basement so they can take her disability checks. But what we got to understand is in the last days, people are so desperate to get money. And that's basically what this whole episode is about. But people are so desperate to get money, they will do anything. Y'all know I always say that, but we got to look. This is a pastor. And him and his wife been running scams in and outside the church because they had 8 people, not 1, not 2. They had 8 people held hostage in the basement with a deadbolt on the door. You heard? With a deadbolt on the door. So that means they couldn't escape, they couldn't get out or nothing. And we already know that this average disability check a month is like $800, $700 to $800. So you times that by 8. It's easy 6 bands plus 7 bands. And each one of them had got food stamps. And y'all know they've been loading them food stamp cards up. So you take all that money, he was getting that free money every month on top of whatever money he was scamming from the church in donations and things of that nature. So you see that look on that pastor's face, that lets you know he's a wicked individual. That lets you know he's a weirdo and he's sick. Just look at his face. That's all you got to do. Because a picture speaks 1,000 words. And I'm going to keep it real. That's why a lot of people have lost faith in the church in these times, especially ever since the church has been shut down. You see a lot of people been losing faith. You know what I'm saying? They had people going to service sitting in their cars outside because they were no longer able to come into the church, which probably made this pastor get real grimy and wicked. He had to come with a whole nother plan to get his bag up because him and his wife was in on this plan. And the only reason why they got caught is because one of the patients caught a seizure. He called for medical help, but little did he know he slipped up because when they came to the house, they couldn't get in the basement because he had a deadbolt on the door and they peeped game and they had to go through the window. Other than that, this patient would have died in his basement. So a lot of people don't want to believe in kidnapping, trafficking. This right here is a form of kidnapping because I'm pretty sure these people have family and their family did not know where they were at. And I told you about this before, the whole science of people snatching up people's kids and snatching up individuals. All they got to do is put them in the basement, don't give them no phone, and all they got to do is order Uber Eats, go shopping for them. You'll never see them again. Because we got to keep it real. We don't even know how long this pastor had these individuals. I'm pretty sure the report's going to come out later. But this man had 8 people in his basement taking all their money, all their benefits, and their medication. So, you know, they probably was getting Percocets, Xanax. They probably was getting all type of, you know, pills. And he probably was selling those on the side too. All type of scripts. And he probably became a beneficiary. You know what I'm saying? But we got to look at what we're dealing with. A pastor and his wife running a scam of kidnapping people. And the whole point, they had a legit organization and they had the nerve to call it One Step of Faith, Second Chance. So he basically was saying, one step of faith with him, you ain't gonna have a chance. Because ain't no telling what he gonna do. You look at his face, he looked like an ex-junkie, an ex-fiend. He probably used to be an ex-hustler back in the day. And now he stepped his game up. That's why you got to understand it's more demons in the church than you really know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the church to clean up their ways. Or one thing we can't agree on, majority of people in the church got a sketchy background. Let's be real. And most of them, especially the ones that portray to be more holier than thou, 9 times out of 10, those are the filthiest ones. Whenever you see somebody trying to be extra perfect, that's when you know they're trying to hide something. I never trust a person acting like they're so perfect. I never trust a person to act like they so good and they don't do no wrong, they don't do nothing. 9 times out of 10, those be the wickedest ones. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They the ones who always got something to say about somebody else. But when it's all said and done, they be the filthiest ones. You know what I'm saying? And now we about to get into the next topic. I see you making that comment, Ron. I already know you be on the job. You heard? Salute to the family. I see y'all pulling up early. Y'all already know how we do. It's episode 87. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for showing me the support. You heard? But we about to get into it because we already had these conversations about what's going on, and we see that they on the job and people starting to get snatched up because it's tax season. You know what I'm saying? What up, the Juice Show? Let's talk about this situation, right? A MADEA actress, she goes to jail. And she's been indicted for $3 million and she needs bail. And in this situation, her family has been trying to raise money on Facebook and all social media platforms trying to get her bail money. And she stole $3 million. So once again, we got a sick person, a stupid person, because it seemed to me that everybody that steal the money, when it's time to go to jail, they ain't got no money. That means they ain't put nothing up. And her name it's spelled Ion. I don't know if it's Eon, Overman. I don't know how to pronounce her name. You know what I'm saying? I do not know how to pronounce her name. And personally, I don't care because she was stupid enough to get caught and she ain't got no money to get on bail. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, right? She was known from MADEA Goes to Jail, and she played a crooked lawyer. In the role she played as a crooked lawyer, she was trying to get a woman sentenced more jail time than she deserved. Now I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't never watched MADEA Goes to Jail. I ain't really watch none of that MADEA stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if any man sat and watched MADEA by himself, there's something wrong with you. The only way I would have ever watched MADEA if I was chilling with a female. But other than that, I ain't never watched no MADEA. But my point is, we're going to go into the analytics of this situation real quick because let's check it out. Boom. She played in the movie MADEA Goes to Jail. And in the movie, she played a grimy lawyer trying to get a woman sentenced more jail time. But now she's in jail. Is she going to get a lot of jail time and she don't got no bail money? But what we already been talking about, how what? The pandemic had a lot of these entertainers broke. So that's what a lot of y'all don't want to believe. Y'all worship entertainers, y'all worship celebrities, but you don't understand right now we all on the same level. Only thing is they got bigger bills, they got bigger responsibility, but they broke. And you got to remember, she probably didn't get a job in years. So my point is they're not getting gigs. They're not getting offers. Their bills are getting backed up. They still want to live that lavish life. They don't want to move to the hood in a 1-bedroom. They don't want to move. They don't want to downgrade. They want to keep that life going. They want to keep that cap going. She want big Birkin bags. She want big Louis bags. You heard? She want red bottoms on her feet. She don't want to go shopping at Payless. So they going to do whatever they got to do to keep that money coming in. That's how it works. So anytime this woman, you know what I'm saying, she going down for $3 million, that lets you know they cracking down. And y'all know I've been reporting on this, but I got more information because she is just one out of 19 people in Georgia that's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? She just one of them. They say 19 actors and entertainers about to go down in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? The entertainers were all assisted with the fraudulent loan application by the same man. And once he put that paperwork in, he got a fee. And a lot of them about to be telling and snitching. 19 actors and entertainers. You just swallow that pill right there to let you know how broke they are and how they all going broke. It's just that some of them are better than others. So when I reported about that Meek Mill situation and how he can't get out his contract with Rick Ross and his money ain't really funny, his money really funny. And y'all remember, like the bros reminded me, remember when he only gave that little boy only $20? He was telling you what time it was. Meek Mill was telling on himself when he gave that little boy $20. What that mean? He ain't got money to be giving away like that no more. And then, all of a sudden, Meek Mill get caught up in accusations of being a male escort. Maybe your bag ain't too right like it used to be. Meaning, yeah, they got a little money, but their money how it used to be, it ain't coming in. Remember, it ain't about what you got, it's about what you got coming in. For those that don't know. If you ain't got nothing coming in, don't matter how much you got, it's only a matter of time before your you know what I'm saying, your ship is going to sink. Because right now, they doing anything. And I told y'all, first they got to deal with the 100 million thefts. Then they're going to deal with the 1-digit thefts. We see that the 1 million, the 3 millions, they're at that now. Then they're going to be coming at the thousandaires. And to put more proof out here to y'all, boom. According to the Department of Justice, they have reported that 100 billion has been stolen. And they said that the pandemic has not only took more lives, it has costed more money than any war in history. And the war is called fighting, you know what I'm saying? Fighting that, you know what? That's the war. But they also said that this pandemic has costed more money than any war ever. And, you know, the Department of Justice has reported that 100 billion has been stolen. And it say the feds only got back 2.3 billion of that money. They only confiscated back 2.3 billion. So you know what that means? They say what? They got a lot more. They got a lot more work to put in, and they coming for a whole lot more people. That's why y'all got to understand it's not over yet. It's just beginning. It's just beginning. Y'all see the storms coming. You see the tax storm coming. People ain't getting no money, and at the same time, they coming to lock you up. I'm just keeping it real. Know what I'm saying? And out of a lot of this money, so you got to remember, out the 100 billion that's been stolen, a lot of them has been corporations, people. I seen an incident the other day I didn't report on with the I think it was the mayor of Baltimore, something like that. The mayor of Baltimore been scamming money. She's been jacked up on charges of finessing the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's celebrities. It's people with legitimate organizations. It's a lot of businesses that are legit, but they OD'd on that money. They went too hard, and a lot of them are being investigated. But all you need to know is this: they said 100 billion has been stolen, and they only got 2.3 of that 100 million, and they're coming for the rest of that money of everybody who stole. These are facts. So when you see this particular woman, just know that she's the start of the ending for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? She is the poster child. She's one of the poster child. Y'all know about the dude from Pretty Ricky. He already sitting down right now, but he ain't take 3 million like her. He only took like 1.5. You know, a lot of football players, they took 1.5. They would took a little milli. You know what I'm saying? She got caught for 3, but you got to understand this. I told y'all it was people literally in position to set other people up. Some of the people that was offering you the bag was already agents. They was put in position to set you up to take the money, and they claim because they ain't got their name on no paperwork. I know for a fact I know one individual who was on Facebook putting in work and got hundreds of people that money. And my point is this. Yeah, I saw the story I did with the woman who you know what I'm saying? She facing 20 years of conspiracy charges because not only did she scam $1 million, she helped 50 people get money. And the money she was helping them get was being used in drug activity. So she got caught up in a conspiracy charge. And she's facing 20 years. So that's why I'm trying to tell you this whole situation is getting wicked. And they got people in place that set all these people up because 19 actors and entertainers about to go down. And this is just in Atlanta, Georgia alone. She's one of the first. And the person that set him up, all he wanted was his cut. So today's topics, we got two shiesty Georgia individuals. And you see Kwame Brown on the screen. If I'm not mistaken, he live in Georgia too. Because he's another slime bucket. He's a slime bag. You heard? I know a lot of people love Kwame Brown, but I told y'all he is the loser's champ. So if you follow Kwame Brown, you might be a loser too. You see him with that hookah in his hand? Now, when I first came out, I got on his neck. And I did a video called Mama's Hooking. Mama's Hooking. Because he kept talking about Mama's cooking. And he acted like he was here to spank everybody. And I told him how he was steaming that hookah like he wanted a pipe or something. Like he wanted something else. He stopped smoking that hookah. And the reason why I know he heard my videos because he always sent his trolls at me. You heard? So that's when I put out the video about Kwame Brown and his demonic cult following because he got a demonic cult following. But I'll be real. Since I made that video, they don't mess with me no more. You heard? Because I exposed him and he tried to change his little ways. And these dudes try to act like they don't pay attention to certain people. But I've been made a video when I first came out because I was supporting Kwame Brown, but I peeped he was a fraud. And you know me, I got on his neck. And he put that hookah down when I cooked him about Mama's hooking. And he was hooking that pipe like it was a crack pipe. But he want to try to tell you he got the answers. Look at him in that picture, how smoked out he looked. He used to be an NBA basketball player, and we're going to get into him because GilbertArenas cooked that boy. He fried that boy, and he fried him with nothing but the truth. So I'm going to keep it real. No, I ain't no hater. I don't care about no Kwame Brown. That man ain't nothing. That man bought a foreclosed home acting like he got all his money. And if he do, that's his business, but he's still a bozo. And we got proof today because GilbertArenas done exposed this man. And I've been got on Kwame Brown neck. I ain't going to make no more videos about him because I already eat to him in every video I made. Mama's hooking because all he was doing was hooking and smoking and puffing on that pipe like he really wanted something else to smoke. You heard? I know a fiend when I see a fiend. But that's the reason why you'll see Kwame Brown, he be online more than any other content creator you know. And if he's so rich, why he always getting them super chats and cash apps? Why he always begging for donations? Why he depending on that YouTube check? Oh, I know, because his baby moms want, you know what I'm saying, want some of that money. He don't want to pay child support. He only want to give his baby mother $600 a month for each one of her kids. You see? And she said she want 10 bands a month. But my point is, he want to give us $600 a month for each kid. But everybody think he got that bad. He this and that. It shows you how y'all be looking for leaders. And I don't care about no Kwame Brown. But he's another Georgia shyster because Georgia, Atlanta is the home of the scam artists. I'm going to keep it real. They're the home of the finesse kings. That's what Atlanta is, finesse kings. They will finesse you out of anything in Atlanta. When I first went to Atlanta, I peeped game myself. I said, man, this ain't nothing like what they portrayed us to be. I don't see nothing but scammers. I see a lot of dirty individuals. Now, they probably got one of the best party lights. They get it lit at night. They do their thing. But I seen nothing but scammers. I ain't seen none of that. When I see downtown Atlanta, I see a lot of homeless people that was young, trying to chase dreams of being on a TV show. I seen soup lines with people that was in their 20s and 30s sleeping in cars. I seen parents walking around with their kids with no coat, and it was wintertime. I seen a whole nother aspect of Atlanta when I was out in Atlanta. They out there starving. They ain't all balling out there. They be scamming. That's when I started finding out the truth about what really going on in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they got hyped up from the TV shows and they took their ass to Atlanta and ended up homeless or prostituting themselves. You know what I'm saying? For those that know. When you go to Atlanta, certain hotels, they got gates around them. They got security. You got to check in with the front desk. You got to do all type of behavior. It's so savage out there. That's how it was when I went down there a couple of years. I ain't been down there. I ain't been down there since like 2014. You feel me? A dude I knew from my hood was making like he had it so big. I went down, he was straight capping. You know what I'm saying? That's the home of the capsters. Don't get it twisted. ATL, they be fronting very heavy. They will finesse you out of anything. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do in ATL. Not everybody, but most of them. That's when I really found out about how Nene Leaks and all that was written out of home from a pastor. You know, Phaedra had her hands dirty, using Apollo with dirty. They was scamming at the car lots, doing a little dirty work. That's why a lot of y'all don't know why Apollo went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And why she got away from before he went to jail. Because allegedly, Phaedra had her hands in some type of scam thing going on with the car lots. All this is alleged. But I'm telling you, I learned all that when I went down there. I learned the real story. You know what I'm saying? I found out how all their projects had got shut down. And that was part of why there's a lot of chaos out there. This was years ago, so I already know what time it is now. Atlanta is the home of scammers. Georgia alone, I'm going to be real, no disrespect, but they get real down and dirty and grimy in Georgia. I'm keeping it real. We got this wicked pastor right here. That happened in Georgia. 8 people in the basement on lockdown. 8 people in the basement. He taking all their money. He a pastor. That man ain't got no heart at all. This woman, $3 million in Atlanta, scam guard. Kwame Brown, scam guard. He on YouTube trying to get more money than every YouTuber put together. But y'all still think he that dude. You don't, because you don't know a smoker when you see a smoker. And that man name also been alleged in a PPP loan. I seen the paperwork myself. I seen it online. It said Kwame Brown had a bogus landscape company and he got 20,000. Now I don't know if that's this Kwame Brown, but it said Georgia and all that. I seen it myself. That's why I posted it. Kwame Brown, the PPP scam. And guess what? That video's still up. That man is a scammer and a finesser because guess what? He had NBA money a long time ago. He was lying, talking about his house costs all these millions. Your boy Tommy Sotomayor went and did the research. The whole time he bought that house foreclosed for 700 bands. Lying. He said he had a big backyard with all these acres. The man's backyard still had dirt. It wasn't even all the way cleaned up in the backyard. That man is a cap guard. And he one of the ones I blame for messing up the YouTube algorithm. Because ever since he came, you can't say nothing no more. You can't do this. You can't do that. People getting demonetized. It's because of people like him. He is a gatekeeper. And I ain't going to keep talking about this dude because he got his hands in a whole lot. But that's another topic. I know about this. This is a shiesty dude going up to the elementary schools, hollering at the lunch lady, trying to get the names of all the underage, all the underprivileged kids. Basically trying to holler at the lunch lady, finding out all the kids who are on food stamps so he can use their name for his fake tax write-off, his fake shoe giveaway. When the whole time you're supposed to go holler at the principal. You're supposed to holler at, the people of authority. He want to try to holler at a lunch lady, but y'all don't understand the science of how Atlanta is also the home where a lot of kids get snatched up. A lot of underprivileged kids, they get snatched. See, a lot of these fake organizations, y'all don't understand, they got their hands in that dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about the Pizzagate and all that. A lot of time, it's a whole lot of other organizations that's under them organizations that be providing those little individuals to these organizations disguised as organizations. You dig? But Atlanta is the home where people get jacked. That's a fact. I know people that listen to me. I know most of y'all don't watch Kwame Brown because I'm gonna be real. If you watch Kwame Brown, 9 times out of 10, you a hater. I'm gonna be real. 9 times out of 10. You might not have it all in your head because ain't no way you can sit there and watch that man a whole episode. You might can listen to a little bit of stuff what he say. All he do is talk about white boy this, black boy that. But he the whole time when he see Master, he put his head down and say, yes, sir, boss. He the same dude. He be capping. And I don't like him. I don't hate him, but I don't like him because he's a fraud. And he be lying. Remember when he first came out, he kept talking about how little black boys on a 4th grade reading level. He just kept saying that. And I sat back, I said, you know what? This nigga sounds stupid. Look how many kids is past the 4th grade. Look how many kids graduate every year. So what is he talking about with this now? He was trying to push a narrative. Because you notice he came out, he was concerned with black boys. See, you gotta know about them black boys. And I also found out that he been connected to Lil Nas X as well. You see, it's a certain foundation in Atlanta that a lot of them went through, they go to, and they deal with. And I ain't gonna say nothing right now. But my point is, Atlanta is the home of scammers. And I'm going to give a disclaimer on that because I know how dudes like him do. He's a fraud. Look at that picture right here. That's all you got to do. Look at that picture. You see him high. You see him jacked up. But you think he's a smart man and you think he going to be your leader because you feel like he's a celebrity. But you don't understand what celebrity means. You don't understand. That's a false image of light. Only difference between you and him, he got bigger bills than you, and he might even be more broken than you because he might owe more people than you. You got to understand what time it is. So we're going to get into this topic with Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas cooked that boy once again. And this is what Kwame Brown had the nerve to say because he always hating on somebody. Remember, he can't make no content unless he hating on somebody. And then he'll say, I don't really like basketball like that. I don't really care. I don't care about no basketball, you know. But the whole time, you know, you was being dissed because everybody said you was trash. They said you had hands like a little girl. They said you couldn't do nothing. You was a bum. And so you want to downplay it. But you got something to say about everybody else. So boom. This is what he said about LeBron. This is what he had the nerve to say about LeBron. He said, when I saw LeBron watching the stat sheet, meaning LeBron, everybody know LeBron be chasing the stats. LeBron trying to get his numbers up before he retire. He's trying to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record. Y'all know that. Yeah, LeBron, I don't agree with LeBron all the time, but Kwame Brown is not the one to speak on LeBron James. He said, when I saw LeBron watching the stat sheet, that told me all I needed to know on why the Lakers are losing. He said Kobe would have never did that. So basically, he said all the losses on LeBron James, and then he tried to throw Kobe Bryant name in it when Kobe Bryant already balked on this man plenty of times. I got the pictures of Kobe Bryant balking on him for being a bum, but this is what Gilbert Arenas had to say. Gilbert Arenas said, "You right. Kobe would have never looked at the stat sheet because he already knew your ass had 0. He said the whole arena knew you had a Krispy Kreme, meaning a 0, a donut. He said the whole arena knew you had a Krispy Kreme with extra glaze with a hot, light cup of a clown. You know what I'm saying? He said all you were was a professional exerciser, a big buff bus out there doing cardio. So basically he said all you was really doing was being an exerciser, working out and building up your cardio because you wasn't playing no ball. You wasn't doing nothing. You couldn't even shoot the basketball. He said basically you was just on the team working out for nothing. That's what Gilbert Arenas said. He said we didn't even have to check the stats. He said the whole arena knew you only had 0 because he was trash. That's why he called himself Kwame Brown Bust Life because he knows he's a bust. But he tried to, you know what I'm saying? He tried to make light of it, but he know he was trash and he's hurt. He's butt hurt because he was trash. And the NBA used to torment him because he was so trash as a #1 pick. Now let's remember, LeBron James was a #1 pick out of high school, just like Kwame Brown was. Look at LeBron James, look at Kwame Brown. Now you see why he mad. That man is a failure. I told you he's a failure. He's a loser's champ. He is a loser. Not only that, he can't succeed in business. He don't even know how to work his YouTube page. You also going to see at first he tried to get with a whole bunch of other content creators to try to learn his way, to fight his battles. His whole thing is dissing people. He don't have no content, and he talks very ignorant. And I'm not saying that because he's from the South. He's very ignorant. You got to remember, think in your brain. If that man winning from high school, that means he didn't really have a chance to learn nothing. And we know when you're a player, when you're good at sports at high school, what the teachers do, they skip you. They pass you for no reason. So I'm pretty sure this man got passed throughout high school. That means he didn't learn nothing. And he didn't go to college. And you see when he talk, he still don't know how to talk. I'm proving you how he's stupid. Allegedly. That's why when you hear him talk, that's who he really is. And my point is this, he got your people looking up to him like he's their leader, like he's somebody. You dig? But Gilbert Arenas cooked him, you dig? And he said, you know what I'm saying? Everybody already knew all you had was a Krispy Kreme donut. That's it. You had a 0. And he also said you was just a professional exerciser, a big buff bus out there doing cardio. You was just out there working out, running up and down the court because you was nothing. He said you had hands like a little white girl legs in a scary movie, extra wiggly. He said you have a lot to say about basketball players for someone who hates basketball. GilbertArenas had to clarify. He said, this ain't white boy tactics. Because remember, when you diss Kwame Brown, he always going to say the white man sent you. He going to say, oh, you cooning. You trying to come for me because I'm speaking the truth and you trying to work for boss. You trying to work for master. He be saying stupidity like that. He always saying zaddy. Talking about that. Basically, whenever you come for him, he going to try to say you coming at him because of the white man. But the whole time, this nigga working for the white man. He using trick knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So that's why GilbertArenas, he had to clarify what he was saying. He said, you have a lot to say about basketball players for someone who hates basketball. He said, this ain't no white boy tactics. He said, the only thing that was white boy was your stats. And he basically was saying, your stats was on the stats of a white boy that can't play basketball. And he said, this is facts. Kwame Brown ranks number 3 and do not get caught wearing this jersey. He said, no cap, Google it. The NBA put Kwame Brown jersey on sale 6/28/2001 and took it down December 4th, 2001, pardon me. So basically, they put his jersey on sale and then took it back down 6 months later. And you got to understand, they put your jersey on sale when you were a bum. And then he went on to say, calling him Doodoo Brown. Know what I'm saying? But Kwame Brown, he's mad because he's a failure, period. He's a failure. He even failed in his life. He got his baby mom's hitting him for child. He's a failure. He's not a real family man. Why you think you never see him with no girl? Why you think you never see him with no family? You never see that man with no woman. And he was the main one doing that alpha male and beta male talk. Then when I had to make a video about what alpha male and beta male really mean, he stopped saying that word. Him and his boy Casino for life. All they do is diss people. They ride each other nuts. And I don't like neither one of them because they liars. They are frauds. And he always talking about, y'all don't know about no alpha male. So y'all some beta males. When your whole time he don't even know, that's rainbow talk. That's Greek talk. AKA the alpha male is the top, the beta male is the bottom for those that slow. That's Greek talk. That's boule talk. Always talk. Whenever you hear somebody talking about an alpha male, that's boule talk. A man is a man. A man is a stand-up individual, an intelligent individual. That's what a man is. You heard? We don't deal with alpha males. You hear that was his whole thing. We some alpha males over here. Y'all some beta males. Y'all some sissy boys. But the whole time, you call yourself an alpha male. What that mean? That mean you saying you a top. You heard? And that's why I got that picture you laying suspect in that bed. And your homeboy Jamil Peterson that you be trying to get to troll people. He's a cross-dresser. Y'all know the one he sent that Hassan? He's a cross-dresser. Jamil Peterson, a fake comedian. He's a cross-dresser. He wear all type of weirdo clothes, and he Kwame Brown homeboy. And whenever Kwame Brown got beef with somebody, he'll send his boy Jamil Peterson at somebody. And I'm trying to tell you, for somebody that's an alpha male, it's pretty funny you connected with people that be cross-dressing. And that ain't the first dude I seen you affiliate. If I'm not mistaken, you got a family member who also cross-dresses. See, I've been paying attention because they've been on his neck. And he ain't nothing but a hater. Go to Kwame Brown page, you're going to see nothing but hate content. Hate. But the whole time, he's a failure. And he don't even understand by him being on YouTube, it proves he's a hater because you can't do nothing else. And I'm pretty sure all the white men robbed you of your money. You dig? I'm pretty sure you got scammed. Your stylist finessed you. Your agents finessed you. Your lawyers finessed you. I'm pretty sure a lot of females finessed you. And you have nothing, buddy. That's why you on YouTube with that Cash App hitting, with that super chat open, because you need the money. And that show you how stupid people are. When this man does have a couple of million and you still sitting there donating to him, he give you nothing. That's why it's a saying for my bros that know, for people that know, it's a saying called, he likes the devil because the devil gives him nothing. Y'all love people that don't give you nothing. I don't know what that's about. But that really goes back to a slave mentality from slavery. When you love master and master gave you nothing but whippings and lashings and trash food. That's it. And worked you to death. But Kwame Brown, he is a bozo and he is a clown and he gonna always be a clown because he don't know how to change his ways. He sit there mad. You could tell that man is high out of his mind. He don't look healthy. He look like he's smoking. We already know he's been arrested for smoking marijuana. But my point is, he's another fraud. That's all he is, a fraud. And he was put on YouTube to mess up the algorithm, to make all of us hot. That's why you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, because of people like him. I'm just keeping it real. He's a gatekeeper. That's what he is. It's a lot of gatekeepers on here. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point, man. He always talking about white this and black that, white this, black that, white. But the whole time, when he see a white man, he gonna shut up. He's a fraud. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm here to tell y'all that whole race game, it's a game. You understand? You deal with individuals according to how they treat you. That's how this thing goes, man. You got so-called black people that do their own people grimy. You got white people that do their own people grimy. All white people don't rock with each other. They don't all get along. Just like all black people don't get along. So what is the race game about? The race game is about division and money. You know what I'm saying? And finessing your brain. Because all he can sell you is race, disrespecting people. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You never heard Kwame Brown diss nobody. You never heard him speak about no Democrats. You never heard him speak about nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it real. He don't even talk about nobody white. To be real with you, he don't talk about nobody white. You have not heard him go ham, bash nobody white, because he know what time it is. He know who his boss is. That's all I'm gonna say. But he got something to say about everybody else. But I just want you to understand that man is a fool. GilbertArenas been exposed to him. And like GilbertArenas said, this has nothing to do with your personal life. This got to do with basketball. You a bum, and your hands were like a white girl in a scary movie, since you always want to talk about white and race. And you always want to call somebody, make it like somebody, the white man always sent somebody to come at him. But that man is a fraud. That's all he is. A failed basketball player that came out of high school, became nothing, and now he's on YouTube just like everybody else, and he's a basic dude, and he mad at LeBron James because LeBron James came out of high school, and he's still playing at the age of 37. He still got his hands in a whole lot of money, Samsung deals, and all of that. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I got to keep it real. LeBron James is total opposite of Kwame Brown. So when you compare Kwame Brown to somebody, you got to compare him to LeBron James, because when he came out of high school, Kwame Brown, he was supposed to be a young phenomenon because he got drafted by Michael Jordan. The man who you love his sneakers, the man, Michael Jordan, the jump man, he drafted this fool. So that lets you know you ain't equal up nowhere. You made Michael Jordan look like a fool. You made him look bad. You know what I'm saying? You played with Kobe Bryant. You still couldn't do nothing. You were a bum. That's it. Accept who you are, accept your role, and stop being a hater. Period. And this ain't for no clout, because every time you say something about Kwame Brown, he gonna say, "Oh, another person want clout." No, I told you, I don't want clout off no loser. Ain't nothing a loser or ex basketball player that look like a smoker can do for my career. You dig? This ain't nothing. So just understand that when you see that man, just know he's a fool, and you're gonna start seeing his ways if you're one of them people that's brainwashed. That's all I'm saying. He's a nobody. And stop thinking because people got a better bank account than you, they better than you. When the whole time, these dudes are stupid. You could tell that man probably only read, he even read 5 books in his life. You could tell. I'm just keeping it real. So I'm just going into this because we see number of scammers on the screen except for GilbertArenas. We got a wicked pastor who had 8 people in his basement taking all their money, taking their disability check, taking their food stamps, taking their medication, taking their scripts, and living off them. We know he was getting a minimum of $6,000 a month of all them people, free cash, and had the nerve to have an organization and work for the church. Him and his wife. Then we got a so-called actress who played a role of a lawyer, of a grimy lawyer, putting people in jail, and now she in jail. You see what I'm saying? How this works? And she scammed $3 million. So you know she was greedy. And she didn't want to let go her lifestyle. That's what you got to understand. These entertainers, before they let go that lifestyle, they will tell you anything and they will do anything to keep that lie going. That's it. So I don't know why y'all be looking up to these people. I don't have no idea. But like I said, man, the feds on that lady ass because it's 19 other actors and entertainers who got the paperwork done by the same individual that got her caught up. He got 18 other people is caught up as well, and they're going to be coming for them. You know what I'm saying? That's what time it is. So I told you, man, if you scamp that money, you better get low. You better get low. You better try to get you a lawyer. You better try to fight it before they come for you, because you don't want to get caught slipping. Also, another report in New York City, it's been 3 NYPD officers that have already been shot this month. We already see crime going crazy, but 3 New York officers have already been shot in 2022. So hopefully this ain't no trend, because if it's a trend, that means it's going to get very wicked out here. And a lot of dudes, they wilding out. So that's my whole point. I had to touch on that because I told y'all it's going to be the have and have-nots. It's also going to be a game called Cops and Robbers out here. You know what I'm saying? You heard about that game when you was a kid, but you're going to see that game when you grown now. It's called Cops and Robbers. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be going on out here. But like I said, man, just stay away from the scammers and the fools, because they all out here. So like I said, make sure I ain't missing nothing. Salute to the chat. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate putting that work in for the bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to ABG. ABG BK all day. Like I said, when I start spitting that heat, you see that nonsense come in the chat. It's always a hater. I got everybody in here real, only one hater. That's how I go, man. When you know who in the building, you don't got to worry about no haters and trolls. Lil Guard, what up, Lil Guard? AP Wiz on the check-in always. Since day one of my first supporters, you heard? Hurricane J-Dub, what up? Mr. X, the Executioner. What's popping, homie? Always on the pull-out, holding it down. Man, y'all know what time it's Friday. We lit this morning. You understand? Look, man, have you a good day. You'll have a good day, man. Don't be walking around mad, bitter. Things might not be going your way, you understand? But you got to understand, as long as you still living, you got a chance to do something good, man. That's all that matters, man. You ain't got to be no hater out here. You ain't got to be mad. Let me see what's going on with Cracker. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. People got a right to say what they want to say and do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like when people was wearing Malcolm X hats and wearing African medallion, that was being, you know what I'm saying, black supremacy. Man, who cares about all that stuff? I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? You have your beliefs, believe what you want to believe. You just keep it to yourself. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate a man for loving their race. You can't hate a person for loving who they are. But you got to understand one thing. That's always going to happen in this country. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to happen. I'm not giving no history lessons today. My point is this. You got to know what time it is. Maryland Melatonin Network. What's going on? Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad I see your name. There was another report in Maryland about a man that was found dead in his crib, and he had 124 snakes in his house. And they said all the snakes were venomous. So this man was collecting snakes like people collect cats and dogs in their crib. You know, the weird people. They found this man dead in his crib with 125 snakes. And how they found him was one of his neighbors went to go check on him. And when they looked through the window, they seen him on the floor dead. But when the police came and the paramedics, that man had 125 snakes in his house. Serpents. Once again, I'm showing you the weirdness of the people, and you think everybody is normal. But people already was weird before the pandemic. Now what's happening, the weirdos are walking out. That's why they kept showing you all those TV shows about the Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all those zombie movies, because it's actually zombies walking around. The only difference is they got regular skin on. That's it. They got regular skin, regular outfits. But you are watching zombies out here. You're watching Frankensteins. You're watching Jasons out here, Freddy Kruegers. Every scary movie you saw, they're walking around in plain clothes right now. That's the only difference. That's why you can't tell who's who. Unless you saw that movie, I think it's called They Live with Roddy Piper. He throw the glasses on, and when he throw the shades on, you really can see who's who. You can see their whole aura. You know what I'm saying? They really demonic. You can see their spirit. But it was the movie with Roddy Piper. I think it's called They Lived. You know what I'm saying? That movie came out years ago. How everybody was wicked. And once he threw these particular shades on the glasses, he was able to see everybody for who they was. That's what time it is right now. But you just can't see who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't got the vision to see. If you would have saw that pastor, if you would have saw this pastor in real life, you wouldn't think he had 8 people in his basement. You probably would have thought he was a cool dude. You wouldn't know every day he had 8 people in his basement held hostage. He taking all their money. You wouldn't have thought that. He probably greeted you with a smile, said God loves you, all that. Might even give you some money, but you wouldn't even know this man had a whole nother spirit behind him. Because he's a wicked dude. You heard? So anytime somebody got 100 plus snakes in their house, serpents, man, I just let you know what type of time they on. These people out here done lost their mind. That's why I say, look at Kwame Brown and tell me he ain't a serpent. Tell me he ain't an individual in disguise put online to finesse people out of their money and distract them and lead them astray, because he has nothing to offer the people. He had a fake shoe drive with bogus receipts. That man went to Payless, the Rack Room. He went to everywhere cheap, got low brand sneakers, and talk about he giving a giveaway. I'm going to keep it real. If you listen to Kwame Brown, look, them same poor shoes you was trying to give away, those so-called underprivileged kids, their parents could have bought those same sneakers, bro. You didn't do no favors. All you tried to do was do a tax write-off, and you was trying to get information on them kids. For what reason, I don't know, but you was trying to get personal information on those kids and disguise it as a charity giveaway. So I don't know who you fooling, and it's alleged. Because if you wanted the list of the name of those kids, you would have went to the principal, not the lunch lady, and you said the lunch lady out your own mouth. You told on yourself. And I also seen that organization you down with that keep a lot of those kids around. But I ain't gonna get into all of that. Allegedly, disclaimer. He's a shiesty individual dude. When you watch him, you'll start seeing him turn into a serpent right in your face. That dude is a conniving, scheming scammer, and he's a wicked-ass individual. That's my opinion. I can have my own opinion, but I don't trust Kwame Brown, and I don't like Kwame Brown. At first, I supported him, you know what I'm saying, because Stephen A. did do him dirty. He did talk about him when he was a kid, but maybe Stephen A. knew something about you nobody else knew. Maybe ESPN knew your background, because your background is very shady. And why don't you just go back to where you came from before you got on YouTube? Because guess what? He another one. He was on YouTube for years. He been had a YouTube account. He used to be in people's chats. He used to support Tommy Sotomayor. Then when he got to a certain level, he started trying to diss Tommy Sotomayor. And I also dissed Kwame Brown when he first came out, told him how he stole his whole style. He was wearing a hat like Tommy. He was rocking a beard like Tommy. He had the microphone like Tommy. And when I pulled his card, he tried to change his whole swag. But I'm just a small YouTuber. But I know for a fact he heard what I said because he sent like 1,000 trolls at me. That's how I know he heard what I said. But ever since I put out that video about him being a demonic cult follower, cult leader, he don't bother me no more because I exposed him and he know that's what he is. He has a cult, a Kwame Brown cult on YouTube. That's it. Grown men that support that man for no reason. And a lot of women that don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? He got more money than you, but you donating to him. He gave you nothing. That's all I'm saying. Do the math. He ain't having no type of giveaway. He ain't hitting no cash apps. All you doing is giving him money for him to talk about nonsense. So is he not taking from the people? So how is he for the people? That's why I want to hear about none of that black and white stuff. I want to hear none of that. Your own people will scam you, hold you hostage in the basement, all type of behavior. You think just because everybody black, they your brother. Man, you better get that out of my face. This ain't back in the day, man. We ain't going for that. Why you think back in the day, when they wanted to leave a plantation, some of them would run away, and then some of them may want to go and they'll tell. It's the same behavior now, all right? Let's keep it real. That's it. So we ain't got time to play. But for those that pulled up, all you got to do, you know what I'm saying, you take it from the beginning and you're gonna get the juice. Because this whole episode was about wicked individuals acting like they regular people. And then a lot of them, they trapped in a world that they don't want to get out of. Some of it's called celebrity. Some of it is fame. Some of them will do anything so they won't end up in poverty. You heard? That's why people take their own life for their loved ones in insurance contracts, because they don't want to be poor. That's all I'm saying. So when you peep this page, you looking at individuals that got regular smiles. They act like regular people. They love everybody. They for the people, but the whole time they wicked. Even look at that woman that's arrested for that $3 million. Look at her face. Do you not see that wicked look over her shoulder? You heard? See, I read spirits. I read people through their eyes. And that's my whole point. A lot of people are going down, and that's how it's going to be. You just make sure you stay out the way. And once again, Atlanta is the home of the scammers. They are the kings of cap, the kings and queens of capology. You know what I'm saying? They all got a degree in capology and trickery. Keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? That's right. They all wolves in sheep's clothing. That's right. That's a fact. They are all wolves in sheep's clothing. Exactly. They are vampires, and that's right, and energy vampires. That's why they can't make it only when you feed off of them. They feed off of you. When you see dudes like Kwame Brown, he feed off of you. He feed off the chat. He feed off the subscribers, donations, cash apps. He like to keep the nonsense going. He ain't gonna tell you nothing real. He didn't teach you about mandatory evictions. He didn't teach you about what's really going on with politics. He's not going to tell you how to invest your money so it can work for you. He's not going to tell you about cryptocurrency, stocks and bonds. He know about that stuff. Real estate. He's not going to tell you about that. He only going to tell you nonsense because he figured you ignorant, you stupid, and you want to just hear ignorant stuff. So he's going to keep feeding you and feeding you. Meanwhile, he's going to keep taking and empowering himself off your ignorance. You dig? Just like her. She played a role in MADEA Goes to Jail, and she played a lawyer trying to send somebody to jail, and now in real life, she's going to jail. It just shows you how it works. Some people think life imitates art, and some people think art imitates life. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And some people feel like it's nothing but a big game being played. Because it's mighty funny how she was playing a role of arresting people. Now she's getting arrested. And guess what? She don't even have no bail money. So that lets you know she was broke when she took the $3 million, and she's still broke now because she don't even got bail money. And that means when she took the money probably just got out the hole for a little while, you know, made her look a little good, did a little shopping, paid a little bills up. And now her family got the nerve to try to raise money to get this woman out of jail. So I'm showing you, we are in a sick world, and there's some sick individuals. That's right, Lamp and Skill. That man was talking about was coding all day, coding. And then when people got on his head about coding is old, coding is over with, he got mad at them. Everybody cooked him, man. That's why I say, man, he got a cult following, man. I ain't knocking nobody that support Kwame Brown. I'm just being real. You just got to be a fool if you can sit there and watch him all day, every day. You a fool. Especially if you donate to that man, you's a fool. Why are you donating to a man that already got more money than you? I'm talking about millions. He got a couple of M's, you know what I'm saying? He got a couple of millies. But that's why he taking your money so he ain't got to spend his money. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? But according to everybody else, the other celebrities, he's broke. Don't get it confused. And it's tax season. So that means people like him got to kick up. All them celebrities, they got to pay up. Their taxes might be $1 million, 500,000, 1.5 million in taxes. They got to pay that tax money. So that's why you're going to see them grinding hard, working hard, trying to get them tax write-offs, trying to make extra money. They got to pay up, man. And like I said, man, all you need to know is this. 19 actors and entertainers have gotten PPP loans from the same man this woman got it from. The same man did her paperwork. He did 18 other celebrities and entertainers, and they're going to be coming down next. And I just told you about, they said $100 billion, according to the Department of Justice, they said $100 billion have been stolen, and they only recovered 2.3 million of it. So that means they got damn near 97 billion more dollars to find, which means a whole lot more people about to get locked up. So it's simple mathematics. On top of the people that's dying in the street, already people getting sick, passing from the C-19, already a lot of people going to jail. By the time you look up a couple years from now, it's going to be less people than what you think it is. And I already told you about how a lot of people are going to be replaced. And I ain't going into all of that. For every person that falls, they're going to be replaced with somebody else. That's all I'm going to say on that. And these are facts, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I got to keep playing around because you know how I go. Salute to J Marvelous. Salute to the bro J Marvelous, man. Hopefully he get his channel back up and running because they shut my bro down because he was dropping that truth so heavy every week, you know what I'm saying, on a regular, that they shut my boy channel down. He one of the first bros, not one of the first, but he's you know what I'm saying, he up there. He's a big YouTuber, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He supported my content and he been sharing my videos from day one, supporting me. And now that man, he came and go live on his channel because he's been restricted. That's why some of y'all got to respect and understand you got some people actually sacrificing their channel to bring forth certain information. And they don't really want nothing in return. That's just it. Some people just want to give back. But you got dudes like Kwame Brown, he just want to take and give you nothing but stupidity. That's it. You can't play basketball. You don't want to talk about sports because you can't play. Everybody said you got hands like a little girl. And now all you do is just get high, allegedly, and you look high. If you don't get high, my dude, you look high. Because you used to hit that hookah like you had cracks in a crack pipe, boy. And look at his face in that picture. That's all you got to do. Simple and plain. Like I said, that's right, Jay the GOAT. What up, Rondell? Rondell, another one that sacrificed her channel to give out information. You know what I'm saying? People give you information. Bullets Gotti, what up, my bro? That's my bro right there. You heard? A lot of people don't like Bullets Gotti, but he another one been supporting me from day one. You heard? Share my videos when I ain't have nothing, but he respected my content. So a lot of people might not like Bullets Gotti. You might not like me shouting them out, but I'm loyal to those who loyal to me. You understand? I don't get in all the politics. We ain't in no relationship out here. You heard? We don't play them games. But that, in my opinion, he been solid with me. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my cancer brothers, just like Rondell. You heard? Y'all know how cancers rock. You know what I'm saying? But my point is this. Bullets Gotti always been holding me down. You heard? He always supported me. You know what I'm saying? I always supported him. Before I had a channel, I used to support the bro. And my point is this. He supported me when nobody supported me. I know all the people who supported me from the beginning. I know the main three people that first shared my video. And I ain't never going to disrespect them or violate them. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to have their back. That's how I rock. So support the Bullets Gotti. Go subscribe to the Bullets Gotti Show 2.0. And any personal beef y'all got against him, that's between you and him. You did. But one thing I said about Bullets Gotti, he hold his own. And I first made a video when I told you, dude, you might say what you want to say about him in real life, feel how you feel, have your own opinion. But I'm going to tell you one thing, on YouTube, that boy is a goon. He is a goon on YouTube. I done seen him put his work in. You know what I'm saying? He done ran people off the internet. But what I told y'all before is you judge a man by his wins and losses. You're going to take losses. It's about how you come back. And I seen Gotti take a couple of losses. Dudes coming at his neck. But I seen him come back hard every time. And guess what? I don't hate on dudes that's younger than me. I ain't no hater. You feel me? So you got to understand, ain't representing New York City. So my point is this. If you don't like Gotti, you got to out-hustle him. You got to outthink him. You know what I'm saying? But he can hold his own. You dig? And that's all I'm going to say on that. Now, like I said, we all don't agree with each other all the time. We're not supposed to. But I'm never going to disrespect a man that held me down from day one. So that's all you got to know. So if you see me shouting out Bullets Gotti, if you see me sharing Bullets Gotti, don't be in your feelings, because guess what? That man was holding me down when y'all wasn't. Y'all wasn't even around. You understand? So I will say that man support people. And when it comes to his YouTube internet game, he's a goon. Take it or leave it. Take it how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's that on that. A lot of people don't like, I gotta say this, homie. A lot of people don't like the way he rock for Hassan. I don't agree with everything Hassan be doing and saying, but I tell you what, he got a right to be loyal to Hassan because Hassan looked out for him for day one. So it is what it is. Some things you just gotta know when to stay out the way. Some of y'all in my chat might come at somebody's neck. I might not agree with it, but I ain't gonna hold that against you because as long as you don't cross me, we cool. I deal like the streets. I'm used to having 5 of my homies around. All of them might not get along. They just might get along because of me. But when I'm gone, they might be at each other's neck. But I'm good at bringing people together. That's what I do. I deal with positive energy. You heard? I'm only going to show you negative when you cross the line. Then I'm going to try to destroy you. Other than that, I show love and I like to build. That's what I do. So I had to clarify that for those that don't know. And I told y'all before, if you rock with somebody I don't like, I'm not going to use that against you. I'm not going to hold that against you. If you share somebody's video I don't agree with, I'm not going to hate on you. That don't got nothing to do with me. We ain't getting no money together. So I want you to know, everybody that support me, y'all do y'all thing. I'm going to still support y'all regardless. As long as you keep it 100 with me, we always going to be cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I had to clarify that. Because I'm cool with a lot of people, but I don't want people in their feelings if you see me supporting somebody or if you see me, you know what I'm saying? If you see me checking somebody, just knowing they got nothing to do with you. You stay out the way. That's it. I'm going to do the same. You guys smoke with somebody I rock with, I'm going to let that person hold their own. Ain't got nothing to do with me. This is internet, man. This is internet. I told you, you're supposed to intertwine and network. You're supposed to use your platform for something good. You did. We know everybody that try to use their platform for negativity, they fail. They fell and fell on their face. A lot of them not even here no more. You did. So I had to drop that jewel for the content creators and for those that really want to know what's going on in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? Because it is the YouTube street. The street, look, YouTube is just like the block now for those that don't know. They go hand in hand now. You feel me? The same way I prove it to you, like I said before, you got dudes that might start a beef on the internet and then it play out in real life because he said something slick. That's called shootouts in the street. So my point is this: the internet and the streets go hand in hand now. For those that don't want to understand, don't want to respect the game, it's all the same now. But my point is, certain people are good at what they do. They're good at their craft at this internet thing. And if you ain't nice with it, don't be mad. Don't be a hater. Don't be a sore loser. It's called what? Step your game up. Because you got to get with the new time. That's the new technology. 5G technology is going to run the world. Take it or leave it. Crime on the street, hand in hand, jacking, that's over with. You better step your game up. You better learn about some crypto. You better learn other ways to flip your bag. You heard? And you can't get clout off another man. You can't ride the wave with somebody else and think you're going to be successful. You got to learn how to be successful on your own when you're trying to get longevity. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the facts of how this thing works. Period. So like I said, man, salute to the chat, man. It's Friday. Thanks everybody for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be showing love in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure later on some of the bros going to come on. Y'all go check them out. Like I said, man, y'all go holler at Bullets Got It. You go subscribe. You go subscribe to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. You go subscribe to anybody you see, The Juice Show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody support each other, man, if you ain't got that hate in you. And if you don't agree, you just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you got to remember one thing, man. When you stand on truth or when you stand on for what you believe in, you got to already know a lot of hate going to come with that. So that's why you got to really embrace that hate. When you embrace that hate and you internalize it, you know what I'm saying? You can turn it into a weapon, opposite of a vampire. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to embrace the hate because guess what? If everybody like you, that means 9 times out of 10, you's a liar. I mean, you telling lies and you being fake. If everybody like you, everybody not supposed to like you. That's how I live my life. You heard? I take the good with the bad. And I want everything that's supposed to come to me, whether it's good or bad. Balance. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, y'all see this grimy ass pastor had 8 people held hostage in his basement, taking their stamps, taking their disability money. He's a grind boy. Him and his wife was running scams. And the only reason why he got caught because one of the people in his basement caught a seizure. And when the paramedics came, they had to break in the window to get to the basement because he had a deadbolt lock on the basement. So he had him hostage in his basement. This woman right here, she about to go down because she scammed $3 million in PPP money. And it's 18 other celebrities that's about to go down with her because the man that did the paperwork, I'm pretty sure he's going to tell on everybody. And then we got this clown, Kwame Brown, a.k.a. Doodle Brown. He got cooked by GilbertArenas for being a bum. Also said that what? His jersey went on sale for 6 months and then they took it off. They also said that what? He got hands like a little white girl. He got the nerve to be talking about LeBron James when he's a high school player that failed and did nothing with his career, nothing with his life. And now he's on YouTube making more lives than any other YouTube content creator I know and does more begging than anybody I know. So I don't want to hear nothing about Kwame Brown. And you see in this picture, he looks like an ex-smoker, period. And he ain't living a basic crib. And I ain't never seen you with a bad chick. Never. That's why your baby moms got your back against the wall because you only want to give her $600 a month because you's a petty dude. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for pulling up for the For No Fame episode 87. Salute to everybody. I got number love for all y'all. You understand? For those that's new, you hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? You share it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do. Just always know that, you know what I'm saying? When you're doing your thing, people going to hate, but you just got to keep going and stay strong. You heard? That's how this thing works. Each one teach one, care one, share one. And with that note, episode 87, I'm up out of here. 1.